Hi, I'm Saket Bansal, and I'm talking about ChatGPT uses in project management again. Today, we are exploring how to take assistance from ChatGPT to create a project charter. Yes, project charter is not necessarily a responsibility of project manager, at least creation of project charter, but many times project managers are involved and we can assist our sponsor in creating a project charter which provides right direction, right seed for our project. So I will take a hypothetical case study and we will chat with our friend ChatGPT and figure out a project charter for a given project. So here I start with my prompt and I start with I want to create a project charter for a web development project uh, targeting for a client who is career coach focusing on assisting parents and children in making right education and career decisions. So let me keep fixing the spellings as well, else the AI has to do more work. But yes, yeah, that's something is we are focusing on. The website will use WordPress as a core, say, technology, but we'll have more add-ons and some customized code. The focus of this careercoach.com is to allow sharing of various product and services this client offers and provide some free article and content for parents and children's. We are targeting the the parents of class 10 to 12, something like that also I can mention. So I give this all detail and now I am saying ask me more questions so you can suggest a project charter for this project. So I'm not assuming that the information I'm giving itself will give me a great project charter. I have something in my mind, but I'm also not clear what all is needed in order to have a nice structure for a project charter. So I end with a question. So let's see what our friend comes up with. Um, so creating a project charter will require some in detail. So to ensure the charter is comprehensive and tailored to a specific need, give me something like project scopes and objective, target audience and user experience. Okay. Content and resources, what type of article content will be provided, designing and branding, technical requirement, timeline and milestones, budgets, maintenance and support, measurement of success, and risk management. So what I can notice here is there are few things which are generic, like timeline and milestones, budget and resource, technical requirement, maintenance and support. But there are some specific things which the tool has created based on the initial information I gave, like target audience, user experience, content and resources, because the website is content centric. What kind of designing and branding you will do? So the questions are becoming a little bit more specific as well. Now, what I will do, I will take this into a notepad and answer these questions and then feed them again. And let's see what we get as a result. And we can create a nice project charter out of it. So rather than taking it on notepad, I took it on the word so that I can show what I have done as an answers. So I did my possibly a best answering here. So asked about primary features. So I explained what is the goal of career coach. I'm saying that, we want to have products which can be sold. The client wants to have a 6 months kind of career coaching engagement also, and also wants to sell some of the educational programs, self-paced and live. The question was about target audience and user experience. So I said, we can also have education provider who may want to collaborate with us. The user segment I already gave around 10 to 12 parents. Content and resources, I explained that educational articles and some articles on self-reflections, and these content will get updated regularly. But content writing is not part of the scope. Designing and branding, and here it is interesting, and I really want to see how it works. So the question was, are there any existing website that you can benchmark or inspiration for this project? And I says, yeah, I did a Google search and I just randomly picked up the few links which came to me. And let's see if some specific information can come from there while the ChatGPT is doing the processing. So I give a benchmarking reference as well. Technical requirements, I said, I don't know. We have not finalized it. Milestones, as far as timeline is concerned, I said we want to have a 1 month to finalize the requirement, and we want to go live in 3 months. So that kind of recommendation I gave. Budget and resources, I said, we have a 5 people web development team, one business analyst and one project manager, and there is no much resource constraint. Yeah, so I just updated that. Maintenance and support, I said it's out of our scope. We will do 15 days of maintenance. And how do you measure the success? So I'm saying number of people buying using the website should be our success metrics. The tool was asking about risk management. I said I don't see any critical risk here, so I let it open. So I say I'm not answering any risk related questions. So I did some answers. I kept some answers open. I am pretty okay with the questions, but I do feel the gap related to stakeholders, because the GPT by default has not asked me to identify critical key stakeholders. Let's see, we may go for a follow-up conversation to get to some critical stakeholders as well. So I go back to the prompt, and let's feed this information. And I says, okay, find the answers below. Yeah, and I paste it here, and I see what we can get as a result. Okay, so some project title is coming: careercoach.com, website development, project purpose, comprehensive website for career coaching, aim to approve the overall outreach, objective, intuitive website, enable functionality like selling one-to-one coaching, 6 months, target audience, features and functionalities, e-commerce setup, appointment of booking, interactive thing, user-friendly, design and branding. So they have not picked up anything, they just mentioned it, yeah, which I'm not liking. So follow the benchmark set by these websites, that I could have written like that only. Technical requirement, project team, mainly just putting what I have told in the answers only. Approving authority and some more formatting. So I can say, yeah, it gave me some questions and asked me details about it. So I can get little more specific thing. And I says, rather than saying a design, pick up some benchmark features from here and add in the project charter. Let's see what happens. Pick up some benchmark or some features, some key features from the site, and add the same in project charter, or add the same in the project charter. Hopefully it makes some sense. Let's see what happens now. So now it goes to analyzing. Okay, so visiting the site, hopefully it gets something out of it. And based on key features, following key features are there. Okay. Okay, so something is coming. Okay, so I says, looks good. Revise the project charter. So these features looking good to me. Looks good. Revise the project charter, incorporating these features and details. So here we have a revised project charter. So project objective remains more or less the same, and key features and functionality is now little emphasized. It's more added now. Little bit of design branding is still there. So yeah, maintenance, support, and success criteria are coming uh, here. So I may want to further say that okay, remove the reference of benchmark websites, yeah, in the design and branding. It was my homework not to give in a project charter. So remove the reference of inspiration from this. So this is something I'm saying. Let's go with that. Yeah, so that's a one command, and then it may have a revised content as well. I also want to see about identify the key stakeholders. Yeah, no, I'm sure that tool won't be able to identify the key stakeholders on its own, but I need to have that. Yeah, so I need to ask. I want to add key stakeholders and in the after that I will work on risk, yeah, and then I will work on success matrix. So I want to add key stakeholders in the project charter. Yeah, can you suggest some or ask me questions so we can add the same in project charter. Okay, so I will specify there could be a specified individual project team, technical partners and vendors, content creation design manager, legal and compliance advisory. Okay, any other stakeholder, financial stakeholders. Okay, so I can say, so if there is any specific individual or group that fit into these categories, then we can mention that. And if yes, I can answer it and they will get added. So I can say yes, add client as a business owner, uh, add end user representative, end users represented by current clients who we want to start using the site as it gets live. Yeah, so that's the second thing. Project team, yes, project team is stakeholder. Technical partner, yes, we can say you can add the hosting provider as technical partner. Client content creation team. So content will be managed by client. So we don't add separate. Marketing and sales team, yes, yeah. So client has marketing agency doing social media marketing for them. Add that, add it. Support and maintenance team, yes, support team will be needed. Now I'm not focusing on compliance and another stakeholder. So add these stakeholders and revise the project charter. So we can have little more nice content here. Now risk management, there are some blank areas also. So success metrics, maintenance and support details, budget. So I think it started little bit missing what was there before. So allocated for 7 member team. So now the things are getting little bit mixed up here. We are saying, include the success metrics budget from our previous conversation. I need to remind him here. Include the now I can go on and ask more details and make it better. And yes, yeah, it is more like a brainstorming friend rather than it can understand and give you the answer in a one go. But yes, we need to work and work along so that it can probably provide a better answer to us. So it is also adding support details and risk things there. Can you add some of the potential risks in the charter? Yeah, let's see if it can. Um, okay, so it just gave me the risk section and says remaining section will remain as it is. Now here comes the final step. I'm asking, can you create the final version of project charter in Word document? Use bullet points and tables to make it readable and attractive. Let's see. So I guess I can copy paste and do it, but I thought, rather than copy pasting it, I get the Word document directly from the ChatGPT, and probably I will edit it later on. Yeah, it is not going to be the final document, but yes, maybe in 15-20 minutes or half an hour time, I get some ideas, and then I can work on top of that particular content. So let's see what comes out. So I do feel that things will get more and more matured. If you are watching this video after 1 month of me publishing it, probably you get faster response, more insightful content. And I think in the next 6 months time, the things will majorly revamp and we will get far, far better content. So let's see how our project charter looks like now. So let me open it and share it with you. So here our careercoach.com website project charter is. So there is a project title, description, some objectives, key stakeholders, design, some budget, some success metrics, some key metrics, and something around it. So there is a coloring, there is a bullet pointing, and something has been done. And I can say I have something to start with and I can work on it further there. Now, if your organization has a template ready-made, if you are having mature project management practices, I think this all exploration might not be needed. Your organization will tell you what you have to think and how you should incorporate it rather than ChatGPT telling you. But even with that, you may create it and feed it to the ChatGPT to bring some more suggestions and ideas. Or if you are lacking the organization processes as right now, or you are learning the project management, then I think you can play with this particular tool and use it as a friend and advisor to suggest you something related to any project document. Today, we were focusing more on project charter. So this is all how you can use your ChatGPT friend for creating a project charter.